Here's a guy who tries desperately to be shocking. Lil Nas X. He appeared on the Breakfast Club radio show. And one question that he gets a lot, and for good reason, is what about the kids? And the reason why he gets this question is because he started with that terrible song, Old Town Road, which was an awful song, a really stupid song. I can't even say that it was I'm saying it's awful and stupid as a song, but it was also inappropriate for kids if you look at the lyrics. But mainly it was just a really dumb song. But kids loved it, and he very intentionally marketed it to kids. He went to elementary schools and middle schools and performed it. He performed it on Nickelodeon and all of these things. And he intentionally garnered this audience of young children. And then did a bait and switch and started putting out graphic, literally satanic music. And he was asked about that on the Breakfast Club morning show. Here's his answer.
Parents would be like, you have a responsibility because kids are watching. You hear that Cardi B had that same problem and Nicki had that same problem. Do you feel that same way? Like, raise your own kids?
I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, f*** your kids. Not like f*** your kids.
That's exactly what
harsh.
you just said.
You just gave them another headline, Montero. Okay, what agenda is that? The f*** your kids agenda? It's like, we really get one chance to do this, at least to my knowledge. I don't know, like, what happens when we die or not. So it's like I'm not like about to pander to your kids or you, like anybody. Like I have to do this with my family members. Like because my family members may not always agree with what I'm doing, or like whoever I'm dating, like they may not agree. But it's like I honestly, really, truly want to live by, this is our life. We get to do this, so what anybody else has to really say about it, I guess,
I would say when it comes to the music, just tell people that's the reason there's a parental advisory sticker.
That too.
On the music.
Did you see the YouTube Kids thing? I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-mm.
There was like a lady, she like searched up music for babies.
Oh, I saw that, and they said
something like that. And then, like Industry Baby popped up, and she was like surprised. Like you looked up baby
and music.
Like what do you expect from that?
Yeah, like I'm gonna do what I want, and that's like what I'm just gonna do is what I want, and like that's how I'm gonna live. Like, what does it say about our culture that this guy with an IQ of 42? I mean, I've had Caesar salads at Applebee's that had a higher IQ than this guy, and he's a big star. And how did he get a big star? It's just like he wears dresses and walks around in dresses, and everyone goes, "Wow, it's revolutionary! He's a brilliant artist." Every male artist is wearing dresses now. Who was it? I think it was Russell Westbrook. NBA stars are now walking around in dresses, and they still want to convince us that this is some sort of brilliant, boundary-breaking thing. But his answer, so far as it could be translated and understood, was F your kids. And that's how he feels about it. These people are all, speaking of soulless, they're all soulless sociopaths. And they just simply don't care. They do not care about your kids. They feel no responsibility at all to anyone but themselves. They are, this is why it is so appropriate that he put out that satanic video where he's, twerking on Satan's lap, because although he meant it to be partly satirical or however he would justify it, he is a Satanist in that he belongs in the religion of himself. He is a self-worshiper, and he said it there very clearly. Nothing else in the world matters. Nobody else matters, only me. Hey, listen, hit the subscribe button. Do it right now. I demand it. And I thank you for your compliance. It is somewhat appreciated.